10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push a mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
What up, though? It's the word. Hey, I had something sizzling on my spirit this morning. Shout out to Country Wayne. And I wanted to share it with people real quick. But before I do that, let me get into the chat. Miss V, make it go viral. How you doing, sis? I hope y'all can hear me. I'm on my phone. Them owls, baby, them owls. The wise ones, the wise ones. Um, yesterday we was talking. I got a DM, and they said it was something I said that was powerful, and they wanted me to expound on it. When we was talking about, me being demonetized and how people can look at that as a failure. And in life, I'm gonna be honest with you. Lisa J. Stocks is in the building. How are you? Um, in life, people run away from things because they be afraid to fail. And it's how you look at it. It's how you persevere through it. Because failure, it doesn't feel good, right? But I got this motto: I'm taking something from everything, And at a young age, I learned when you fail, it's really not a setback, but it's more of a setup. Because in failure, you learn what you did wrong if you choose to look at it that way. It's a choice. When you fail, that's all it really is. You didn't do something right. You didn't do something enough. And sometimes we do too much. You put too much into something and you fail at it. But it's an opportunity for you to look at what you're doing right and do more of that. An opportunity to look at what you're doing wrong and revise, reinvent. So failure is not the end, but it's the beginning. You know, Sometimes we do things and we see other people achieving great feats, but you don't know how many times a person had to try before they got where they at. A new person coming in might look like, oh, the word got 20K. They don't know all the struggles I had to reach that. Like, it's not easy for me. A lot of us have lives, and we're trying to do something with YouTube to get um, some type of income out of it, right? But we still have to work. You hear Miss V all the time say, "Look, I'm at work. I'm going to work." But look how much effort she put into YouTube. And you might think Miss V don't work with all the stuff that she do with YouTube, but she do. She finds the time, because she has the desire. And before I got demonetized, she told me she got demonetized. She told me her story, and then it happened to me. So, but looking at Miss V where she at now, I understood. You know what? It's not a setback; it's a setup. Now I have to retune and refine what I'm doing. It gives you that opportunity to become better. Failure will make you a better person at times. I promise you, the things I failed in life, oh, I'm good at them now. I'm almost mastering. Blackbird, brother, what up? Bud Files, appreciate you, appreciate you. Hey man, appreciate everybody who rocking with your boy. Um, this has been a journey, and I'm blessed to have so much support from people, content creators, supporters. That's what I'm saying. This is me failing, and I don't even consider it a failure. You know, me being demonetized, that wasn't a failure because if I didn't, I wouldn't look at YouTube the way I do now. I wouldn't. I took for granted the opportunity that I had. I got lazy. You know, failure will give you so many different tools that you need to be successful. Sometimes we get complacent. And then when we don't achieve something, that gives us more desire if we truly want it. If you truly want something, there's nothing going to keep you away from it. But I promise you, in failure, there's so many lessons and tools. We just have to look at them. So I just want to help change the perception, the way you think about things. You know, not only us, but we have to teach our kids this too. We have to teach them it's okay to fail because now we have the opportunity to get better. At some point in life, you're not going to accomplish something. You're not. You know, in my observation, my opinion, it's better to do it when you're younger. Because if we teach them when they're young, when they face adversity when they're older, it won't be nothing. It won't be a hardship on them. But sometimes we coddle people. You know, we give them participation trophies. No, sometimes you need to feel defeat. You need to feel it. That's what lights that fire. You know, when I got demonetized, it I didn't feel a sense of embarrassment. I was disappointed in myself because, like I said, I felt I got too complacent. I thought I knew what I was doing, and I didn't. You know, but it made me more hungry. It made me define what I'm doing. It made me want to do more. And just when I thought it was over, bam, we hit 20K. We hit 21, working on 22. We're working on 22. And the creativity, you know, that it gave me, the things that I got coming up, the connections that I made. I'm not going to say I wouldn't have made them without being demonetized, but I'm going to tell you this. I definitely solidified them because it was people who rallied around me. People who was like, nah, bro, I'm not going to let you give up. I'm not going to let you stop. I see it in you, even when you don't. If you know what that failure also did, it also showed me who was for me. It also showed me who was for me because when you fail at something, you know we feel that embarrassment we didn't achieve. The people who were smiling in your face, the people who you thought had your back, now they celebrate. But the people who really got your back, oh, they gonna rally around you. They gonna do whatever it takes to pick you up and keep you moving. So failure, like I said, it gives you so many opportunities, not only to see what's in you, but to see what's around you. You know, I always tell people you don't know how true of a friend you have until y'all get into a disagreement. Adversity defines people. I promise you. When things go wrong, you will see the right in you and the right in people. I mean, you this year you'll get a different you'll get a different version of the word. You know, I'm gonna be more purposeful and I'm gonna be more open. I'm gonna be more tactful. And I appreciate the people around me who I'm gonna just say what it is, who keep me straight, you know, who keep me lined up. Because it's when you creating and you building something, especially me, my mind thinks so many. I want to do so many. I want to help so many. But it's people around you who have your best interest that will give you advice. You have to take heed to that. I had a sister who hit me up this morning like, "Hey, X, Y, and Z. Look at this. Look at that." That's priceless. That's priceless. So I just want y'all to know failure. Marlene, what up, though? Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Young Riaz, I apologize. I'm not in the chat. Young Riaz, Tamika. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. But in failure, it gives you so many opportunities to see what you're doing right, to see what you're doing wrong. Also, to see if you have the right or wrong people around you. Because when you fall, the people around you who appreciate you, who rooting for you, who really there for you, they ain't gonna hesitate to pick you up. You'll understand and you'll see who around. So it's opportunities and failure. The tools, if you looked at the thumbnail, I truly embody that. The biggest lessons, the most fruitful lessons I learned in life came after I didn't achieve something. It came that my desire to succeed was developed and not succeeding. You can't be afraid of it. It's a part of life. You're not gonna always get what you want. And sometimes we go after things that's not for us. You know, that's why I said there's so many lessons in failure. You're able to define things. You know, I went to try to play tennis when I was younger. I was athletic. I played football, baseball, and basketball. I'm looking like tennis should be easy. It's just hitting the ball. I failed at it. And the reason I failed at it, I didn't have a desire. I just wanted to do it because I seen other people doing it. I seen people who I thought I was stronger, faster, more athletic than. I seen them excelling in it. So I said, if they can do it, I can do it. I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm bigger. So if they can do it, I can do it. That wasn't for me. But I would have always had those thoughts in the back of my mind. I can do it better than them because I have these attributes. And it humbled me to make me realize that, look, word, you ain't gonna be good at everything, and you don't need to be. Some things aren't just for you, you know. Like I was saying last night, what Miss B do with this YouTube thing, she has a desire for that. We both have a desire to help people, but we both got different skills, right? So I can try to do what Miss B do with the YouTube because I can read, I can do this, I can do that, but you know what I don't get? I don't have the passion and desire. So Miss B will always be better at me than that. She will always be more efficient because that's not for me. Sometimes we see people make things look so easy, and I told Miss V that, Miss V, they think they can be you because you make it look easy. They don't know the work she put in though. Just because people make things look easy don't make it easy. Don't make it easy. You don't know the blood, sweat, and tears that people put in, the sleepless nights. Like I said, I popped off of shorts, right? I've been doing this for a year. There's been people doing it way longer, right? I popped off of short. I wouldn't have did that short if it wasn't for Miss V. She telling me to use the green screen, use these options. I wouldn't have did it, right? But it sounds easy. Like, oh, he just did one short and it happened. But people don't see me getting off alive at 3, 4 in the morning, taking 5 o'clock to wind down, waking right back up at 8, talking to clients at 9, from 9 to 11, trying to take a nap before the wife go to work because now I got the kids by myself. People don't see that. I barely have time to edit. I'm usually editing while I'm feeding the baby, listening to one of the other content creators. Like people don't know the struggles I have in life, but they see me achieve something. Oh, I can do it too. You can. I'm not saying nobody can't, but what I'm saying, don't we shouldn't downplay what other people have to go through, and we should celebrate when other people achieve. You know, just having conversations with Miss V and seeing the effort that she put into her channel. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not easy. She make it look easy, but it's truly not. And she'll be the first one to tell you she failed at a couple things, but she'll tell you what she learned during them failures and why she's successful at what she's doing now. And I'm pretty sure we all can attest to that, right? So the point I wanted to make with this is We need to start being okay with failure. And when I say being okay, I'm not saying settle for it. I'm saying understand it. Don't run from it. Don't be afraid to try something because you will fail. Don't that's failure in itself. That's the only true way you can fail if you never try. Anything else is just a learning opportunity. So we have to change that ideology. The only time you fail is when you don't try. And when you don't achieve when you don't achieve what you set out to get, it's just an opportunity to redefine yourself. This is the way that we have to explain to our youth, explain to our kids. We can't allow these youths to run away from failure. Odom, appreciate you. Happy New Year's. Appreciate you. Riaz, did I? Failure gives you opportunity to grow and learn. Yes, and this is a young brother right here. Thank you, Blackbird. Appreciate that. Blackbird is a young brother. You know, failure, it only gives you opportunity. It gives you opportunity. And you can ask any gardener how many times they planted seeds and a crop didn't grow. You know, they might have used the wrong soil. The seed might have been bad. It don't stop them from trying to grow. You actually grow when you persevere through adversity. That's what think about everything goes through adversity to grow. If you're working out, your muscles have to tear. They have to rip for it to get bigger and stronger. When you plant seeds, that seed has to sprout and go through the dirt. That's adversity. That one little seed sprouting has to go up through the dirt. When we were just sperm cells, we had to travel to the egg, get in the egg. And then the mom's body try to kill it. It's a foreign body. We've been fighting our whole life. Since a sperm cell, we've been fighting. And that's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. And I don't preach fairy tales. I tell people life is hard. You have to be a little harder. You have to prepare for it. I'm not teaching my kids no fairy tales. I'm not going to act like, life is grand, like they're not going to go through things. No, I'm going to let them know. I'm going to prepare them for it. So when they encounter it, just like practice, if we prepare our kids at home when they go into the world and they encounter all these different problems, issues, and adversities, it's game time. We already been practicing at home. Now it's time to execute. They have all the tools they need, but it's our job to do that. We can't we can't expect a school system to prepare our kids for life. No, they prepare them for work. We know that everything we learned at school was to go to work. They don't teach you life skills. That's our job. And we see where our elders failed at. Not all of us. Not all of us. I can't say that. But some of us, we were failed. So we have to learn from that and do right by the next generation. You know, I'm in my 40s. I'm about to hit 40. Meek, what up, sis? Jersey, what up? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Well, I'm about to be 40 this year. You know, and it was things that my parents and my grandparents they did not know. It was things they did not prepare me for. But I know now. So now it's my job to teach the kids, to teach my kids. It was things that my mother couldn't teach her because she didn't know. It was things my mother couldn't teach me because I didn't know. It's gonna be things I didn't teach my kids because I'm unaware of. But we have to have the intent to give them a better opportunity than what we had. We have to make a better opportunity for the generation behind us so they don't have to go through some of the same struggles. And if we don't, then that's where these cycles begin. They call them generational curses. They cycle. You either break them or you make them. The only two things you can do. You can create a good cycle or you can continue a bad one. Meek, I ain't got my AARP card yet. I'm getting it soon though. Don't worry. I'm getting it soon. I'm getting my discount. You call me elderly. I got my handicap. I do got a handicap plaque 'cause I'm legally blind. I cannot see. But even that, right? It was so much. I'm not gonna lie. When I lost my sight, it devastated me. It devastated me. And even having this tube in my head, you know, if you can truly understand the type of person I am, um, I'm by definition a protector, a provider. I depend on my physical attributes, and a lot of things I do. Carpentry, um, working on cars. I'm like an old school throwback man. I whittle. If you don't know what whittle is, it's like when you take a piece of wood and you carve out of it. I whittle. There's a lot of things that I do with my eyes and hands, hand-eye coordination, and I can't do a lot of those things no more. I can try, but I don't see the purpose of taking a risk. Because I can really hurt myself or hurt someone else. So it's just not worth the risk. So I adapted, but it took time because I'm so used to doing something, and I was devastated. I was devastated for a minute. I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me a couple months. It was literally life changing. But I adapted. I found new things to do, new ways to do things. At first I felt like a failure as a man. Like for me, a man is a protector, a provider. I can't see how I'm gonna protect my family. I'm vulnerable. Only thing somebody got to do is hit this tube. Then I realized, like, look, bro, you've been training your whole life. You can handle yourself. You proficient, and I can work swords. You know, I'm not gonna carry a gun no more, but I can protect my family. There's ways I can protect it. So that built the confidence. But I already had a lot of those skills. If I didn't prepare myself, it's like a lot of stuff I've been through, even my journey for change. My spirituality, me learning different philosophies, all that kind of. If I didn't have all that and then lost my eyesight, I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably would have gave up. If you know what I mean, I would have gave up. But it was almost like all the things I did in the past kind of prepared me to endure what I'm going through now. It's easy to give up, especially when you have life changing situations. It's easy to give up. But I just wanted to hit y'all with that real quick. I was gonna do an upload, but I was like, let me come holler at the people because this is sizzling on my spirit. Shout out to Courtney Wayne. Hey man, I appreciate. Hey, we rocked out last night. Hey, we kind of tripped at the end. When the 9% get together, we have some fun. So y'all go check out that too. I appreciate everybody who been rocking out with me, man, helping me build what we building over here, having these great conversations. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Help me spread the word because we only go do things bigger. 2024 is the year of the solution. We got a lot of great content creators over here. I got some great content coming through the 9%. We got some great segments and episodes we about to do. We not only on here, we taking things off here. We talk about building and making an impact. We really doing that. So y'all come rock out with your boy. Please connect with the rest of my people. It's gonna be some changes, but that's how you get better. You can't do the same thing. I don't even say a year. If you're doing the same thing that you did last month, this month, you need to add something. You need to do a little bit more. If you want better, you have to do better. You just have to do. You should be constantly finding ways to get better. Every day I look to add something to myself. I become an asset, man. Not only to myself but to other people. People look at materials as value. I look at value. What do you have to offer? When we talking about this YouTube thing, right? I had a conversation with Miss V. She asked me what was my channel about. And I said, well, I do a lot of different things. She said, no, what is the channel about? What are you offering to people? And I had to think about that because I do a lot of things. And I said, you know what, Miss B, I'm gonna offer on me. I'm gonna offer on me. She said, well, just find a way to do that. Find more ways to do it. Find different ways to do it. And that's what I've been doing. So in 2024, this is the year of the solution. We are the solution. We the solution. And we gonna keep bringing it. Shout out to the winning team. Shout out to the 9%. Shout out to all the content creators and supporters who helped me get to where I'm at. But like Ms. V say, buckle up, baby, because we about to go higher. We still rising. Still more work to do. I'm crazy. I'm still doing crazy things. You gotta have a little bit of crazy to be successful. So, you know, I appreciate y'all so much. We got I don't know if I'm coming on tonight. I'm gonna try to, but we do got something coming Thursday. I'm excited about that. I'm making a little promo for that. So look out for that. And I'm gonna catch y'all in these streets. I'm gonna catch y'all in these YouTube streets. I'm about to go eat. I didn't have no clients today, so I said I can jump on right now. I'm about to go eat, getting ready for make my appearances in these YouTube streets. But remember this, I do want y'all to go with this, man. Failure, it ain't nothing bad. It's an opportunity. You have to extract the information from it. Get the tools. Learn what you did right. Learn what you did wrong. Even in success, even when I succeed in something, it's still something to learn in that. Anytime you do something, it's information you can gather. And if you don't know how to get it out, get around the people who do. Don't be afraid. Listen, I know, especially on this YouTube thing, right? You don't know who people are, So I understand it's sometimes, um, sometimes we don't want to build relationships or even interact with people because sometimes we choose the wrong people and we get burnt. Learn from that. Learn from it. Don't be afraid to interact with people because you interact with the wrong people. Know when to get in, know when to get out. You know what I'm saying? Don't give people, just have some tools when you do it. Don't give people the weapon of your destruction. You always hear me say that. Stop giving people everything. Give people enough to see who they are. Allow things to develop. Give it time. Time tells everything. Time tells everything. Just give people time. I forget who it was. Uh, they was talking about treat friendship like dating. Give it 90 days. Give it 90 days before you call a person a friend. So just let time. If it's genuine, guess what? It will naturally develop. There's so many people who I rock with on here. We was just cool conversating. We didn't say, "Hey, let's be friends." Hey, no, we didn't say that. We were just rocking out. And half a year later, we buddies. These my people. You know why? Because time allowed us to develop, to learn one another. Like if I with me, right? If you tell me, "Hey, I don't like X, Y, and Z," for me, I'm not going to do it. Right? I'm not gonna do it. This person don't like it, even though it might be weird to me. This is what they don't like. Now, if you tell somebody I don't like this and they do it, easy indication them people ain't for you. Easy indication. If a person, if someone does something to you and they say, "Oh, you sensitive, you soft, you this, you that," some people ain't for you. We just have to know. We just have to know. Just know. You don't have to shy away from anyone. You just don't have to deal with everyone. If a person can't respect you for you, cut them off. If you are a joke to them, cut them off. Deal with the people who appreciate you. A real person, a genuine person, they ain't gonna try to do nothing to hurt you. They ain't gonna try to do nothing to hurt you. So when we know better, we do better. Geeky girls, how are you? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. A genuine person, they're not gonna try. And then if they do, guess what they gonna do? They go apologize. They go rectify the situation. If I said something that offended Miss V, and she said, "Hey, word, that was offensive to me," and I tell her, "Oh, Miss V, you've been sensitive." I don't care about Miss B. I'm gonna tell Miss B how she feel, how something made her feel. I think I did a video about that. I'm not. That's narcissism. That's narcissism. That's what it is. You can't tell no one how they feel or they sensitive to something. And if they are, if you're aware that this person is sensitive, why would you do this? We gonna talk more about that. How to break that down. How to break down other people's actions because when people say something to you, all they're doing is telling you their thought process. I hear so many things, like even in these conversations about genders and race, it's so much generalized. When people generalize things, they're only telling you their perspective. That's all they're doing. Because there's no way you can say black women are this unless you went around the world and talked to every black woman and you determine that this is how they are. You can't even say the majority of black women. So a lot of times what people do is they project their own personal experiences and they try to validate it by getting you to agree with it. And that's just not reality. The reality is this: you have good people and bad people. You have people who will do right, you have people who will do wrong. That's just the reality. It's up to you to determine who these people are and how to interact with them. But you can't blame the world for your issues and your experience. It's not the world's fault. We have to take accountability. I'll go even further because I think the accountability conversation, me personally, that accountability thing, accountability to me is like a fail safe. That's the last resort. If we are responsible, we don't have to be accountable. Things will happen. So yeah, we have accountability. But if you already have responsibility established, you don't even have to talk about accountability. One is before the action, one is after the action. So once you see someone can't be accountable, you know they're not responsible. They're one and the same. So the sooner we start understanding these concepts, these views, the sooner we know who we can interact with and have a beneficial interaction for both parties and who we can't. Me personally, I'm a very responsible person. I can't deal with people who can't hold themselves accountable. If they can't hold themselves accountable, why would I even try? If I see a person is not responsible, I'm not going to talk to them about being accountable because I know that person is not reliable. Let me find someone else. I do not focus on things. Hey, Eats is in the building. What up, sis? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I got my sister in the building. Hey, there's some wonderful content creators. Make sure y'all linking up with one another. I don't have the thing scrolling. Nightbot is still live. We go change some things up in a couple days. I'm gonna be honest, I just didn't have time to. But channel will look a little different. But feel free to drop your links now. Exclamation point word. Nightbot will drop your link. Make sure we connecting with all the great content creators. But yeah, so if I see someone is not, I mean, it's I don't waste my time on things I don't desire. That we did that show on time. You can't get it back. You can't go buy more of it. You can't borrow it. So utilize it and be efficient with it. Be effective with it. And the more we focus on things that we don't have, things that we don't want, the less we can get to the things we do. I mean, the less we can appreciate the things we do have, and the less we can get to what we want. So when we see people who don't match up in lineup, that's fine. That's okay. Move around them and keep it going. 2024. Tay said it last night. Just the year of manifestation. It's the affinity year. We have so much opportunity to do so many great things. So we must focus on goals, setting goals. I have this thing where I'm setting a goal a week. It's something I want to add something new every week. Add something. If it's to my personal life, if it's to what I'm doing on YouTube, I'm adding something every week. You have to if you want to be great, you have to do it on purpose. Some people can stumble upon greatness, but if you do it on purpose, you'll achieve it. So we going into 2024, and we being great on purpose, you know. But let me get my butt off here. I appreciate everybody. I'm gonna try to come on tonight, but if I don't, I'll be on Tuesday for sure. Or what is? I don't even know what today's date is. I'll be on Thursday for sure if I don't come on tonight. I'll definitely be on Thursday. Today Tuesday. Okay, yeah. So I'll definitely be on Thursday. But y'all know what I always say: care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nations. And if I said anything that resonated with you, do me a favor: hit that share button. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. Help me spread the word. We're gonna go out with 9% today.
I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve in a world that's lost its way.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the